Hello, and I'll be doing my presentation on the Populist Party and the events leading up to its formation, as well as what it achieved and how it fell out of favor. The beginnings of the Populist Party started all the way back in the years following the Civil War. Once the Civil War had ended, the production of popular farm products such as grain and corn grew. This increase in supply meant that the prices of these crops fell dramatically, which put many farmers in economic crisis. As such, a coalition of farmers known as the Grangers was formed, where farmers worked together to increase their economic stability. This group gained in population until it reached around 15,000 farmers, giving it enough power that the group entered politics. The Grangers' run in politics didn't achieve much, but it did pave the way for other farmer coalitions to follow in their footsteps. By the late 1880s, the Grangers stopped their involvement in politics. A new set of organizations, known as the Farmers' Alliances, was quick to fill the void. The Farmers' Alliances was a set of several different organizations of farmers, involving farmers from the northwestern, southern, and Great Plains regions of the United States. These alliances were a major step forward for farmers of all kinds, as it provided a measure of safety against the economical problems plaguing the era. Furthermore, alliances such as the Colored Farmers Alliance included African American farmers and helped fight against the racism and segregation present in the time. These farmers' alliances grew in numbers and, as a result, grew in political strength. The biggest step forward, however, was when the Northwestern Farmers Alliance and the Southern Farmers Alliance agreed to merge together in 1889, resulting in the formation of the National Farmers Alliance. Several other farmer alliances were brought into the fold, such as the aforementioned Colored Farmers Alliance and the Knights of Labor. The National Farmers Alliance would work with the Industrial Union to make progress with the government regarding the economics of its members. It originally achieved this through suggesting ideas to both the Democratic and Republican parties, but neither party embraced their ideals. As a result, the National Farmers Alliance reorganized themselves into the Populist Party and took an independent approach to national politics. The Populist Party took to the national stage in 1892, nominating James B. Weaver for presidency. The Populist Party did their best to appeal to industrial workers, proposing a higher tax rate on high-income citizens, 8-hour workdays, and the restriction of immigration. The party also embraced the women's suffrage movement. While their first candidate for presidency failed, they still elected 10 congressmen, 5 senators, 3 governors, and 1,500 state legislators. In the following election, the party's influence grew as it gained over 42% of the votes for presidency. Furthermore, with an economic depression beginning in 1893, the party grew increasingly popular with the everyday citizens of the United States. However, internal struggles would result in the downfall of the Populist Party. In 1896, just 4 years after its formation, the Populist Party would decline and collapse. The different ideologies of the individual alliances that made up the Populist Party led to disagreements and eventually its downfall. The northern citizens of the Populist Party, for instance, hated the idea of working with the Democrats due to their stance during the Civil War. Furthermore, the party was mostly made up of poor white and black citizens, a fact that opposing political forces sought to exploit. Southern states implemented discriminatory policies into their constitutions in order to prevent these demographics from voting. Poll taxes and literacy tests would put an end to much of the voting force of the Populist Party. These factors combined and resulted in the collapse of the political party, removing them from the national political stage.